You've got to look at, which I think Star do, what is the customer really needing? And in our area, the customer is really looking for huge, deep expertise. It's not specifically about the product. It's again about people who can connect the dots between the business, the technology, how technology can empower the business. And we refer to our partners as rare gems. And Star are one of those diamonds in the rare gem category. So they've got that expertise in spades. They've just got heaps of it. There's a lot of structure behind that, though. It's not just about sort of having great experience. It's how that expertise is nurtured and developed. So Star would be one of the best organisations I've come across in terms of how they recruit, train, develop their people. And even in terms of that cultural development, what are the Star people attitudes? Well, Trish Hall leads an organisation that's absolutely focused on customer outcomes. What's the result for the customer and how can we achieve that result? So it's both having the brilliant expertise, but also having the systems, the structures in place so that can be really delivered to the customer. It's probably their attitude of investment. So when Star decide to do something, they do it quite seriously. They don't expect to get results just by playing around with something. So what I love about working with Star is when they decide to have a crack at something, whether it be a new area of technology or product or some new initiative, they actually invest in the ingredients to make that successful. So that creates results for the customer as well. They're not taking customers down blind alleys. We do some of the typical stuff, so the normal formal stuff whereby, we're doing market surveys occasionally. We do that across all our partners. And in those more formal sort of exercises, Star rate incredibly highly. I mean, typically they're in the 90+% in terms of high satisfied customers. So, the metrics are always really brilliant for Star. It's probably the soft measures that I more look at. I mean, Star have got a community of customers that are so supportive. So doing reference calls when people are looking at working with Star, doing testimonials or stories about how they're using the technology to be successful, unprompted recognitions for Star staff along the way. There's so many of those soft measures that you see every day that fundamentally you know that this is a really great customer base. It's probably the culmination of all the things I've talked about. A, incredibly talented people. B, they're people that actually invest in themselves. They're an incredibly important part of the We3 community that I talked about. The Star guys are always making contributions, sharing their expertise and knowledge. So a very open team as well. And I think it's that sort of openness which connects with people. They're not narrow-minded, and they've just got, as I said, they've got that Trish-led attitude of how do we create the right result for the customer. Links back to a previous answer in terms of when Star do something, they look to make the right investments to make that a success. Star made the very unusual move when we embarked on the development of Greentree, the new technology product. Star actually embedded some of their key people into our R&D development centre for months to work alongside us as we actually undertook that development. So they were there from the start. And they've made significant contribution to lots of areas of the Greentree product. So yeah, we do. We have total confidence in their development team, because they're so knowledgeable. They've got this depth of experience, and they've been on the journey with us the entire way.